when I got into gaming, it was like always fun, always something new to explore, something to find. It's always something to do, always something next, something to look forward to next. But I don't know what's happening to gaming. Like this shit right now is insane. Like where it is right now, gaming is insane, bro. And not in a good way, in a bad way. It's like, what's going on? Like, you got all these devs getting fired. You got all these studios being closed. You got insane microtransactions. You got like just the cheating problem left and right. Like, it's just like, bro, what has happened to gaming? Like, why isn't it fun no more? It's becoming a chore, a grind fest. Like, I don't know, bro. Like when I started playing the game, bro, it used to take me hours and hours and hours and hours to get into the game and find stuff, find the top items, or even what I thought was the top items. Like now, it's no more explorability in games, bro. Like soon as a single player game drops, they're even multiplayer, but as soon as a game drops, within 2-3 hours, data miners, streamers, whatever other type of social media person you want to talk about, already done went through the game somehow, went through the whole game and got the tips and tricks for the best sound, the best loot, best weapon, meta. Like, bro, gaming is all about going from the bottom of the totem pole straight to the top. It's like there is no more working your way up, working your way through the levels of gaming. There's no more of that. Like, I don't want to say streamers and YouTubers and TikTok type creators are killing gaming, but what they are responsible for is meta. Anything that deals with a meta, most effective tactics available, anything that deals with that, streamers are 100% responsible for that. And that is what I don't like about a lot of gaming right now. Nobody has a mind of their own. Like if you notice, most players in games like Call of Duty, which is my main game that I always play, they will not change their loadout or go use a certain type of weapon until a streamer makes a video about it, or a TikToker comes out with a best class, whatever, recoil mitigation thing, whatever. I've never been that type of player. I promise you. Going back to Verdansk, when meta and all of that became a thing, I never liked the guns that they say are the top tier guns. Unless it was one that I was already using and then it gets like to a point where everybody's now on that. Usually I'm never a person that uses the meta weapons, and it's weird because I don't understand how these YouTube tips and trick videos, I try all of those little things. Well, I used to try those things. I used to set my weapons up exactly like that. And I'm like, my shit ain't shooting like the person who I'm watching telling me it should shoot like. That's when I realized something was off with the streamers and the top end content goals versus like players like myself and anybody else that's like not like them. That's when I noticed something was off. Like, something ain't right. Like, something's off with this whole meta thing. It's not right. I had a personal conspiracy theory. Like, it seems like these content creators have put out a meta breakdown, certain types of weapon breakdown, so that everybody's using one thing. So it's like, it's kind of like easy because you already know what you're going to. It's like, it's a weird way I had this in my head, but I had it in my head that they would do that, send out the types of classes and weapons or whatever. Everybody jumps on it and use it, but the whole time they're using something totally different. You feel what I'm saying? Something that's probably better than what they telling you is the best. I used to have that in my head. I still kind of do, but
You need to leave that dope alone.
You haven't. So
He need to leave that dope alone.
that's neither here nor there. The streamers and the TikTokers and the content creators who focus in on settings, the best tactics, the top weapon this, the easiest way to get this rare loot this and stuff like that, they are ruining the discoverability in games. Like, we used to have fun literally finding shit. Like, you playing the game so long, like, or so much that you bound to find something that, the the game little booklet or whatever didn't include and tell you, or you never even looked up on YouTube to find like, damn, I just found this ultra rare mastery something in this cave, and all I've been doing was just walking around. I just fell through the floor over here. Stuff like that you don't get no more naturally because everybody jumps straight to YouTube and just goes right and finds it, like, right to it. You see what I'm saying? Like, whereas before, games like Pokemon on Game Boy, what's another game? That's an old example. Pokemon is an old example. Remnant 2 is a newer example of a game where you play in it, but it's like, it's so much to discover. It's like, what the, like, Remnant changes every time you load in. Like, if you re-roll the world and start over, you can get a world, like, let's just say it'll be World 1. It'll be World 1, but it'll start you in the middle of World 1. And you gotta do the story in reverse of how it normally would be. Now you can re-roll and start over again, World 1, it'll start you at the beginning. You can re-roll again and start over World 2, and it'll start you at the beginning. It's like, that type of stuff is like, yo, that's lit. But there's no more of that really across gaming. That's in like very specific certain games. Like, gaming used to have a lot more to offer. Now it's like gaming don't really got much to offer, but more cosmetics, more shit to buy. Once you already done bought the game, or if it's a free-to-play game, they don't offer you much outside of shit that's paid for. And it's like, that's what's killing gaming. Too much money. Way too much money has been made available in the gaming space. And I think that's what's causing problems across the landscape. Like, no game really gets time to breathe no more. The minute it comes out, if it don't shoot straight to the top of the sales charts, or if it's a second, third entry in a series of games, if it don't automatically outdo all the previous games, no more games in that title is coming. Or they gonna call that game a failure, and now that studio that made it may get, split up, dissolved into the big company. So now that the studio that made these 2-3 good games now is just totally gone, and now their talents is put everywhere else.
Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man.
That's why gaming is weird now. Like, they want the big dollar every time. But look at a game like fuck is that game called? Days Gone. When Days Gone released, it sold bad. Even though I never noticed it. I'm a PlayStation player, so I had it and I bought it from, day one. I liked it. So I didn't know it sold so poorly. That's why they never did a second one. But now, fast forward, what is this, 5 or 6 years later, everybody's begging for a Days Gone 2. You see, like, they look so fast at how it's doing in the moment. Before they get the bugs out, before they get the updates in, before the game can really live, they be ready to pull the plug. But then you got games like companies like Rockstar, who they let them live, and they release games once every 5 to 8 years at this point. Going on, 11 or 12 years since the last GTA? It's like, bro, how do y'all let them get away with that? A company like them get away with that. And they've been killing y'all pockets since GTA 5 went online and started doing the what is them things called? The heist and all of that? Bro, y'all done bought that game about 7 times already. If you are an active, up-to-date player, you done bought GTA 5, the base game, all the things you done paid for, you bought that game about 5 times already. Y'all let them get away with that. But a game like Days Gone, even certain Call of Duty titles, pull the plug on them within a year. I don't get that. Also, I don't understand why is it taking so long for games to produce a sequel. Like a game like Helldivers, I never heard of the first one. Dragon's Dogma, never heard of the first one. Both those games, even Remnant, all 3 of them games, I only heard of them on the second game. Looking at the first games, all 3 of those games came out like 2015 or earlier. I'm like, what the way they blew up and the way they're like such big titles over the last calendar year, you would have thought that they were fairly recent. No, all of those games had a 5-year or more gap in between the first one and then the next one. Why? I get it. Y'all want to make sure the game is ironed completely out. I mean, I guess that's a better practice than Call of Duty, Madden, a lot of these other little yearly 2K, stuff like that. They ship it and then fix it. So I guess I can respect y'all for taking a long time to make sure everything is correct. But even still, when y'all release the game, it still has bugs. So it's never perfect. It's no real perfect way to go with that. But I just don't like how long game development is now. And then I think that's why y'all fail so fast, because y'all take too long, put too much effort into it, that when it don't work out, y'all absolutely did take a loss because y'all took. It's like, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword with that. I don't know. It's weird. That's a slippery slope. And then we're going to go over to the Call of Duty thing. You got the biggest ban wave recorded to this day. Just happened like 2 or 3 days ago. And everybody in the comment sections and anywhere you talk Call of Duty, the first thing they want to say is get good. Well, how the fuck you expect somebody to get good in a landscape where you don't even know if your best friend who played the game with you every day is cheating? It's like, yeah, you can physically play and know you're doing good, but you can't measure it no more within the game because the game won't even allow you to flex and show that you stepping on the competition, because the minute you do one good game, you know what happens. You become the worst player in a pool of all the best players. Somehow it just flips upside down like that immediately after you do good. Whatever. But I think gaming needs to remove some of the money that they themselves have pumped into the industry. The gaming industry is become more about making money and less about it being people's like source of fun. Like, even the people that play the game nowadays, a lot of the people that play the game nowadays only play because it's popular. When I was younger, even 5 years ago, bro, 6 years ago, bro, I would be saying like, yeah, I'm about to go in the crib, hop on the game, or no, I ain't coming outside, I'm chilling, I'm playing the game. Bro, you weird, all you do is play the game, get off the game. Today, these same boys, yo, bro, yo, add me on the game, yo, you trying to run? You trying to play the game tonight? It's the same way with these companies now. It's like, before, when certain indies, like indie studios, wanted money, help funding to get themselves off the ground to start a project with a good game, man, they helping y'all. I ain't putting no money into that. Then boom, a viral game. Now all the publishers and the big companies is calling, trying to like, yo, you still need that fund? Nope. That's how gaming is right now. It's too much money in it. It's too much money in it. So everything is always about the dollar now. At the bottom line, they gotta make whatever they put into it back. I get it in the business aspect, but bro, come on. Gaming and business don't mix. That's why I don't like the fact that it's so monetized. It's overly monetized. The whole gaming space is overly monetized. Till that changes, gaming ain't gonna get better. Gaming will not get better if that's gonna be always at the forefront. Helldivers just had a whole lot of heat put on them too with that you gotta have a PSN account thing to play, which is stupid because it's PC players or it's players that don't have PSN in like other countries and whatnot. So y'all just told them to kick rocks, like. But then enough people complained, and look what they did. They changed it. That just goes to show you the players still have power. They're just not always utilizing it, or they utilize it in dumb ways. Like, I guarantee you, if enough people did what they did to Helldivers to a game, Call of Duty, Madden, they would change so fast. But you got too many like people that be like, well, this problem don't affect me, so I don't care. Or skill-based matchmaking ain't a problem to me, so I don't care. Or Madden Ultimate Team constantly buying those batting cards, that ain't a problem to me, so I don't care. You are probably like, if it's a room full of 10 people, you are probably like 1 to 3 people. 1 of 3 people out of 10 that would think that way. If 7 out of the 10 people is telling you, yo, this shit is messed up, this shit is not cool, but you and 2 others are saying it is, who's wrong there? So, gaming won't change until they take a lot of this money back. Out. Get it out. A lot of these games, they need to like just simplify things. Go back to fun first. Fun first. Everything else will line itself up. Like, people don't care about paying for something if the base game is good. Nowadays, the game itself, from the design, like the design up, like not even the graphics, not even what the characters is doing and saying. The design, how you want this game to be played, is even flawed now. Y'all gotta get away from this hand-holding system that y'all on. Like, everybody in every game is almost on the same level. No, bro. It's not like that. It don't work that way. Nothing in life is like that. There's nothing in life that someone who trained and did 10 plus years of something can be on the same level as someone who's just now starting out 1 year, 2 years in. Like, it, come on, bro. No. And that's how gaming is. They got the 10-year vets playing at the same level with the 1 to 2 year players. Like, that does not even equate.
Cause y'all doing some dumb ass shit out here, making nigga want to fuck y'all up.
No matter what game it is, they trying to balance it out like that. It's trying to be a 1-to-1. Everybody's even. Like, no. I wish y'all stopped that shit. That shit right there is stupid.
Stupid bitch.
Other than that, I don't know. The gaming space is going as it's going. I'm gonna be in it, but for the most part, it's overly monetized. Take a lot of that money out, and I guarantee you will see a change. And last thing before I go, these companies need competition too. A lot of these companies don't have nobody putting heat on their ass. Activision, EA Sports, 2K Games, Ubisoft. A lot of these companies, bro, they do what they want because there's no real competition. Like, the NFL should have never gave that license back to EA Sports after it expired the first time. Y'all should have never gave it back to them. Y'all gave it to them again. That was stupid. So there's no NFL other football games that can challenge Madden. Madden has been trash since like 2014. Ubisoft, they just microtransaction kings. We ain't even got to touch on them. You can look at all their games and look how many times they're going to have a buy this button once you load their games up. You bought the game. Now when you get in the game, there's more shit they telling you to buy. Like, immediately on every screen. So, yeah, I don't know. 2K, y'all got seasons now. I ain't even know that was a thing. I don't play 2K, but my homies do. You got seasonal drops on there. You got to buy this and buy that, the VC. Man, look. I bought the game, bro. I just want to play after that. Like, I paid to play, not paid to pay some more to get a discount, but I'm still paying to then play. No. Fun first, gameplay second, everything else after that. I'll let y'all.
Bullshit! God damn, I hate this fucking game, bro.